We should be back. Alright, and with being back here, what's happened in the meantime? Nomads did take this hex. Chaos has to get out here next round, but they're gonna get out, so they're gonna get a sanctuary next round. I mean, this center start's kind of wild, but it's fun. It's probably working for them. So looking live now, yeah. I mean, in the past, whenever I've restarted my internet and stuff, it's solved whatever dropped frames issues I've had. So hopefully it's going to be good here again going forward. But we'll see. Maybe I need to just start mentally restarting my internet before doing streams. I don't know. I guess it doesn't happen all the time, but we might get the spade here, it looks like, too, because Chaos are about to pass. I was going to send a priest to air, which is going to get us a spade anyhow. So it's starting to be a lot of spades, but what's ever wrong with a lot of spades, right? The coins are still here, too, and I could just get a lot of coins then. I'm still sending priest to air, which I haven't done yet. I can take coins. I probably will. I think I'm just going stronghold next round. This is an awkward spot for the stronghold, but assuming Nomads eventually takes this, I can just like build a sanctuary town here. And if Nomads doesn't take this, I can always bridge and get these hexes. Building 4 dwellings up here is a little sad, but this is still my connection hex. I would normally cult dig this gray, but I guess I cult dig here and then I go here. So I need 4 workers for the stronghold, and I need 1, 2 for this stuff. So I need 6 workers next round. I have 2 and an income of 4. I have 6 workers. So at the end of the next round, I should have stronghold plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwellings. That feels pretty good. I can maybe build some trading posts, although I don't know they're going to go in the right spots. I can maybe go for a town here, and a town here this game, which all feels pretty good. So yeah, I take coins, have a healthy amount of coins. I still have a lot of power, which is great. I could take the bridge right now even, but I don't think I'm going to commit to that yet. Although I am eventually going to do it, so maybe it's correct. But, I'll wait. And I'll pass for a spade. Which feels pretty good. My cult dig, as I said, I think goes here, and then I'll use my spade first action here. We back. Witches. Yeah, so witches again. Look, people let me pay them for prices that I think are fair. Do I maybe overbid witches? Yeah, it's possible. I tried to pay for mermaids. I mean, I did, but other people outbid me, so what can I do? Was actually wondering if killing Chaos was a good move for us. Let's form a town with our sad lone dwelling. Kill Chaos. Oh, if we had taken this hex. Yeah, it's an intriguing thought. I'm not sure it's right. I mean, I don't know it's wrong either, but I feel like Chaos have enough of their own issues here, because, like, are they even getting Sanctuary? I guess they could use their Priest as a worker, but meh. I'm not that concerned about them. I am a little sad about not having Priests long term, so I'm definitely tempted to just take another Priest power action here, because Priests turn into coins down the road, and sending the Priest to Earth would be quite nice. I mean, one of these 2 players probably should do it. The other alternative is just take this hex, but this hex really shouldn't be under any real threat. This is my connection hex, so I care about it, but I don't see any reason to rush it. Rushing this hex also makes some sense. Like, I could just completely ignore it and build a dwelling here and then be set to take this hex before Chaos gets to it, which might even be the right move. Just ignore this for a while. I mean, who's really going to take this? I mean, it's Nomads if they go for a stronghold. I'm really tempted to just take another Priest power action, though. Priests are the one thing that I don't produce and don't have enough of currently. And I have a lot of power. So that's what I went with, but we'll see. Probably a quick way for the game to be over. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you completely kill Chaos, do they just quit the game too? Which, I mean, is really annoying if they do, but whatever. But yeah, we'll see. I still like things quite a bit here. Nomads goes Priest to Fire, so unless Chaos sends their Priest to Earth, we actually get the first Priest to Earth as well, which I would really like. Even though we're not going to move up the Earth track all that much this game, but getting to send off a late what is going to be a 5-coin Priest seems great. Yeah, and Chaos just secures their Hex, so yeah, I really like the Priest to Earth here. I'm very happy to have bought what's going to be a 5-coin or Priest and might be some points on the Earth track. That feels good. We're still going to get a Stronghold up. We're still going to go to this Hex with our flights. This is under no threat, so that's nice. Mermaids. Mermaids are looking pretty good, as you would expect them to, but... Although, actually, Mermaids losing this Hex is pretty bad for Mermaids, because their connection path is also really rough now. Nomads go Sanctuary, which I wasn't necessarily predicting because I wasn't paying great attention. But Simon got caught in a one-structure CM game against this morning, and we all offered to abandon it. He said play on like a sport. That's great. Yeah, I mean, that's what you, like, that's really nice for people to abandon, but at the same time, I kind of agree. Like, this map, like, I actually don't like letting CM players off the hook. If they choose to start center, especially a player of Simon B's caliber, he knows the risks, and he deserves to take his loss. Like, we're playing an arena tournament. Like, it's technically a competition. I mean, it's more than technically, it's a real competition. Like, there will be winners. People care about who wins. If you make decisions like risking yourself as CMs in the center and you get punished, take your beating. Playing witches again. I play witches too much lately, don't I? But everybody keeps letting me play them and I have fun with them, so what can you do? Again, I wouldn't play witches if I didn't think I was getting good prices for them, and everybody keeps letting me get good prices for them, so I'm going to build my stronghold just so I can secure this Hex, because this is my other collection Hex over to this stuff. I will admit, I keep talking about wanting to get over to this stuff, but God, when am I actually going to get a neighbor? Are these nomads the sort of player that's ever going to actually ship over by us? I mean, the answer is hopefully. I guess maybe Mermaids eventually comes here, but could be a lonely little existence out west. So maybe this is also part of the play I should think about. But Stronghold's definitely the plan, though. Which is Stronghold. Very good. So I will fly to this Hex. If I'm flying to this Hex, I do think I'm kind of racing this Hex, to be honest. So I think I might actually dig this with my cult dig. Oof. And Mermaids goes for this Hex. That's interesting. I don't think I would have double dug that. But I guess. This is just a double dig for nomads. So there's definitely some risks on this. Although nomads do have temp shipping, so you'd hope that they are gonna build these hexes. Maybe they dig something like this with double dig. But they could take this. How much do I care if I lose this Hex? A decent bit. Although, I don't know. Chaos does get enough power. They're going to get their Sanctuary in the center. So, good for them. I'm going to fly here. This is the Hex I really need. Where my spades go is a bit of a trick, because I'm worried that Chaos are going to beat us to this Hex if I'm not careful. And I do care about this Hex now, I think. I think this is a very good town. I also think Chaos that have a center town, I also think I need to cut them off of their easy second town. I think this is one of the bigger threats in the game now, actually. Like, it looks quite good for Chaos. Although they're down to 5 power tokens, so that's like one of their penalties. But otherwise, I mean, this looks quite good for Chaos Magicians. Nomads already went for Water 1. It's a little bit of a shame, especially if Chaos goes for Water 1 here, because it means that I might get real locked out of favor tiles, but we'll see. Too bad we can't get Simon to do that on the stream. Yeah, Simon has been a bully to us on stream. And by bully, I mean he generally beats us by a couple points, which he's a good player. And you can't always win, but we have not had the breaks against Team Simon either lately. To be honest, I'm on a bit of a run of just not really getting breaks. I've had 1 or 2 games go hilariously well on stream. There was definitely that 4-Town Witches, and there was that 4-Town Mermaids. Those were great fun. A lot of the rest of the games have been pretty tricky. Chaos goes for Water 2 instead of Air 2. I guess when you're down to 5 power tokens, Air 2 actually probably doesn't have that much value. So going Water 2 makes enough sense. I'm definitely building this dwelling, so let's just finally get that out of the way. And then we still have a really healthy amount of power. There is a bridge. I could just take it. I don't necessarily have great power income going forward, although I think people are still kind of building around me. I would really like Chaos Magicians to get here next round, to be honest, because I would like to build trading posts down here. I don't have great spots for my trading posts right this instant. So I would like to see Chaos make it here, but I'm not totally sure they're going to, because I think Chaos might just be going for trading posts themselves, which is going to be a little awkward, unfortunately, for us too, because I would really like to be building some trading posts that help as part of towns, but I might just not build trading posts next round. I might just keep a lot of workers, and maybe I'm building up coins this game and trying to get a couple more priests to advance dig. I could potentially get this hex, maybe, as part of an advanced dig plan, and then our town is here, and this is our connection hex. I really do think I want this line of dwellings. I think blocking chaos from this is important to hemming them in. Mermaids are having a pretty good game still because they still have expansion over here. Although if I take this from Mermaids too, I think there's a lot of value to taking these hexes. It's just risking this. If Nomads takes this, it's a bit painful. But maybe I can get this with an advanced digging game plan. So yeah, you know what? Let's try this out. Let's go here. If we are going advanced digging, we have great worker income already. We do need the priest, which I don't have. I could debate getting a temple next round, which, I mean, I probably should get a temple, right? So I might just take coins here again. Coins are always good. Chaos is going to pass in front of us unless we pass now. We could pass first and just take the dwelling scoring tile. That would give us some really good points. We do need points. That would give the spade to chaos, but I don't think that's a big deal. We also could take the bridge. We're eventually going to want that bridge, but is there any chance Nomads takes this for us next round? If Nomads builds this rapidly next round, that would be great, because then I could build Trading Post Temple here, which is pretty much the dream, actually. And I could just secure this hex. That would be really convenient, actually. I'm going to have really good dwellings next round, though. So I think even if somebody takes the coins from me, I don't super care. And I think having this pass tile is too important. I think that's just really good points. And I think I do need to worry a bit about how I'm scoring, given I didn't take Earth 1. And I don't super know how I'm going to hit the track. I mean, one of the big ways that I'm hoping to hit the track this game, right, is I'm going to have a pretty good network. I'm going to have a decent cult score, although I'm still not generating priests. And I'm talking about advancing dig, but I'm starting to talk myself out of the advanced dig. So playing witches, yes, great. I know it's a big surprise. That's what everybody's been saying. It's great, but here I am playing witches again. But yeah, I like this dwelling tile just for points. Without Earth 1, I think trying to get points is good, especially because, yeah, I don't know how many trading posts I'm building. I don't know how many digs I'm actually doing. I don't know how many temples I'm building. So while I am planning to hit 3 towns in the town round, and that is like 60-ish points by itself, maybe 70-ish. I guess not 70-ish. It's 10 for each town because of the round in which is a 30, and then we assume we take 20 to 25. It's like 55 points just worth of towns, which is a lot. But we do need to generate more points than just that, so we do have to figure out where the rest are coming from. We have really nice pile of resources here. Although, yeah, we'll see exactly what happens. I would really love if nomads would dig this hex and build here. This is the absolute best case scenario. This is the worst case scenario. So we'll see which we get. You wouldn't bet on nomads ever taking that hex? Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it either, but I want it to happen. I don't have super high hopes, but I would love it. The question also, I guess, is if I could just build an expensive trading post and not care much this round. I mean, that's an ugly thought, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst idea I've had. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, building a temple this round could just be the wrong move still, too. Wow, Chaos passed for the priest, by the way, instead of the spade, which I guess indicates a lot. Wow, and Nomads does go for the coins instead of the digs, so I'm a little sad I didn't take coins last round. I don't think Chaos was likely to go for the dwelling points, so... yeah, so I could take another priest, because that's what I just keep doing this game. I really need to beat Chaos to this hex, so one option is that I could just double dig. I could double dig this hex and this hex. I do need those hexes eventually. It does not give me options really for where to build trading posts. Also uses up most of my power. But this hex is pretty important. This hex is pretty important. So I'll do it. Whatever. This is not quite the right round to be doing things, so there is that, but why is E5 so important? So the reason this hex is important is because this is how I actually connect. Without this hex, these structures and the rest of my stuff are not connected, but this now is 1, 2, 3 shipping, and I have a connection path. If I didn't build that, I don't think I have a connection path this game. So that's why I thought it was so important. In a stunning turn of events, and by stunning I mean not at all, as my usual complaint on this map is it feels like I can't actually build trading posts this round anywhere that I want trading posts to be. Which is a real bummer, because even just building 3 trading posts right now without water 1 actually feels quite strong economically. But I just don't have the neighbors. Now if Chaos was to suddenly figure a way here, oh god, would we love them. Please take a ship town, but they're not gonna. I mean, they're gonna take 2 keys, right? Like, no, they take a coin town. They might ship and come here yet. The problem is, I really don't have a lot of stall moves to wait for them to get over here, which is further a bummer. Because I can't stress enough how much I could use some trading posts. So one option is, how much do we want to bet on Team Chaos providing us that much needed neighbor? The answer is we probably shouldn't actually gamble on it much, but we could take yet another priest power action and send it to the Earth track for even more coins down the road, which I am not opposed to. The other question is, how many trading posts can I just build in random ass locations and not care? The answer to that is that I think this is, well, I mean, Nomads maybe never takes this hex, and so I just take it, and then I just have I never need trading posts here. Here, I only need one trading post, and then this town could later be the sanctuary town, so it would require just one trading post. So, I mean, I could build 2 trading posts and not care much. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4 structures, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's very doable. I would prefer to build trading posts here, although I guess the more I think about building these trading posts, the problem is, as soon as I actually secure this hex, which I probably will have to before the final round, it would trigger a town. So if I'm trying to delay this town to the end, I can only build one of these trading posts. So do I boldly just build these 2 trading posts here just for economy, and I accept that they're probably never part of towns? I really don't love that plan. Taking a priest here and seeing what happens feels really quite good to me still. I don't think I'm actually advancing digging the more I look at it. I think I only need like 1, 2, 3, 4 more digs this game potentially. So I don't really like that. I think taking the priest, I mean, I've already taken 2 priest power actions, but priests are just really valuable this game. So I just take another priest, send another priest to Earth, continue to see what else happens. I still have 8 power tokens. I'm okay with that. 4 town game? No, there's no 4 towns here. My structures are in the wrong spots. I mean, the only way that I could 4 town is I would have to take this bridge here, make a town here, make a town here. Like, it technically is alive, but it requires this dig, and then this, and this. So, I mean, I guess it's not that much more expensive than I was talking about. It's an extra triple dig, though, which is quite a lot. But triple dig isn't out of the question, yeah. TP seem fine if you go a 2-town game. Oh, I'm not. I want a 3-town game. Is there a world where I double dig F4 and make those 2 TP spots part of a town with a bridge? What the hell is F4? So that's a triple dig is the problem, but are any of the bad guys highly rated? So none of the bad guys this game are highly rated. We do have a sanctuary on the board that I wasn't paying attention to. Or not a sanctuary, a stronghold showed up. How much do I fear the stronghold? The answer is I don't have to fear the stronghold at all, so that's totally fine. Chaos did get a shipping, so I actually assume they are coming to join us, which is, again, welcome. This priest is going to Earth. It's just too many. There's just too many cult rewards on Earth for me not to do that. The scary part about making these trading posts is that I still think mermaids really want this hex. This is mermaids connection hex. But it is tempting to think about this being a town and just this being a town and not ever worried about this hex. At the very least, I think I do just build these 2 trading posts now. Because this can just be a town here. And these 3 hexes potentially never have to be part of a town. But they could be. It leaves flexibility here as to a possible town location. So I think I can build 1, 2, 3 trading posts or something like that. I potentially take this hex later on for a town. I potentially just take this hex for the town. You know, it's all good, but these can definitely be trading posts, which is great for our economy. We're playing a very heavy economy game, but again, what's new? I mean, mermaids are doing very similar things to us. They've also gone very heavy into their economy. They built a lot of trading posts. I think that's quite valuable. I think building a bunch of trading posts is basically what I did last night, and I think that turns out pretty well in a lot of games. Getting a lot of coin economy and a lot of power economy is great here for us already. And then we can aim for a temple for Air 1. Not having a temple yet for priest production is a bit rough, but we've got enough power and stuff that we just keep taking priest power actions, and I don't actually think that hurts us. I don't think that's hurt us much at all. Our cult income thus far, we've sent 3 priests off, and we're getting a spade and 11 coins. Using 9 power for a spade and 11 coins seems totally fine. Plus cult steps, it seems quite good actually. So yeah, I think this is good. I might not build. I'm still a little on edge about building. I could just go temple for water 1 here and then build another trading post and just have only 1 trading post on the board. I'm not actually sure what's best, but we'll see. Is there a world where the triple dig on the brown hex is better for us than trying for a neighborless western town? It's possible, actually. The big issue is it requires another bridge, and I haven't been taking the bridges. I think I will take a bridge this round. Oh, no, I won't. Nomads does, but that's fine. They could double dig C3, and that actually would be part of a town for them. C3. Mermaids? Yeah, it just requires 5 shipping instead of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, mermaids can connect here instead of here. Interesting. Okay, so they do have options. Northwest town seems so expensive here. It's very possible that this town is wrong, but Nomads does have 1 shipping now. Like, I still think Nomads are going to come over here at some point this game. I just don't know when. So there is that. But we'll see. I can just sanctuary there. It only requires a bridge if you want to 4 town. Oh, I could sanctuary here is what you guys are saying. Yeah, that's fair. And yeah, I was originally thinking 4 town plans still, but I do have to think for just a sec here. My original plan was build 2 trading posts, but given that I have the dwelling pass tile, it's not as apparent that that's correct. And I keep saying that I want more priests, and I could just finally have an actual temple. There's a lot of coins on the pass tiles this game. Just so many coins on the pass tiles. There's a lot of coins coming in for me still. That I think the temple here is pretty good. And I can just temple for water 1. The problem is, I guess, templing here is the wrong call then. I should have built it over here. So maybe I do just skip that plan. I can probably temple for water 1 and air 1 this round, depending on how good our economy rolls. So given that that's a possibility, I will just stick with the spam out 3 trading posts plan. It does mean that my pass tile is only 5 points, but that's okay here, especially because it's going to put me up to 6 coin income and 6 power income, all of which is very strong. Wow, Chaos goes for another. I would not have expected Chaos to do this, but I'm going to accept this. It's a little crazy, but more resources is just better, right? Right? That's just how it works. What is Act 6? It's double dig, yeah. I accepted that 4 for 5 just because I believe early resources are always worth it, but it's definitely a little painful. I'm not totally sure about it. The fact that Nomads have 1 shipping and they're taking this hex is really encouraging for me about the idea that they're going to come over here, but really can't be sure, obviously. I think I go here. It does feed my opponents a good bit of leech, but I mean, the alternative is this, which actually feeding Chaos at this point might be okay. I can't believe Chaos built this trading post. I think it's so wrong. Like, they produce no workers. Like, it's going to cause them a lot of issues. So yeah, I guess giving them power or Mermaid's already maxed out. They are making 4, 7. Oh yeah, they're already maxed out. So never mind. Should put it here. Okay. Our economy is great. Our points are not great. We're going to be at 30, but we do have just 1 million resources. I mean, we're going to have next round we're going to be able to do some stuff. I don't know if we're going to get the spade tile, but we can afford a hard dig next round, or we can just afford the single dig power action depending on how things are going. We like this hex. I like this hex, actually. I probably should fly here and try to take this hex and just build these three. Building these three dwellings is fine. This is still a potential down the road. This is still on the radar. This bridge is wanted. But yeah, I think there's a town here. There maybe is a town up in here still. There's maybe a town here, maybe a town here. I mean, there's some flexibility on exactly where we're towning, but we'll see. CM on 4 power tokens in round 3 seems strange. It's because it is strange. CM did not take air 2 early. They went aggressively in the center and had to dig themselves out, which caused them definitely some big issues. It's given them some upshot, but they took a coin town instead of the 2-key town too. I thought for sure they were just going to rush 2 keys. I actually think that probably would have been better for them. I don't really see what CM's game plan is. And with Nomads taking this red hex and us cutting CM's off here, I think CM's pretty doomed. CM does get the spade though. Nomads takes Workers power action. That means that I can pass for just 1 million more coins, which I guess is what I do. I mean, I could just take a priest, but taking a priest over 6 coins feels so wrong. I probably could just take another priest power action, which also is starting to feel a bit silly, but yeah, I think it's okay. The cult step is worth at least a coin itself, and it gives flexibility, so I may as well take that, actually. But water 2 into not taking 2 key town is a sign of a very good game. Yeah, rip 5 power priest on Earth. Oh, yeah, I could have 5 power priested on Earth. Interesting. Is that better than... it's not the worst idea, actually, but... I guess, I mean, 5 power priest to Earth is like turning 5 power into 4 coins down the stream. I just turned 3 power into 3 coins, so turning 5 power into 4 coins in 2 cult steps and helping to win the Earth cult. Yeah, wouldn't have been that bad of an idea. Oh well, I didn't do it. I do think I'm going to just take a bridge next round. This can always be the sanctuary town still. I haven't really committed to anything, so... It's actually 4 power into 4 coins. Oh yeah, because I do get the power back. So yeah, that's a good call. I actually should have done it. It would have been 4 power into 4 coins. I just converted 3 power into 3 coins anyhow. So it's 4 power into 4 coins and the cult step on Earth, which is pretty good. Oof. What was that from? That's CM turning this yellow. So yeah, Mermaids does need this hex, and they do take it right away because that was their only option to connect now. So Mermaids has definitely had some issues. I think this double dig is really where I think things went a bit wrong for Mermaids. I think this is the wrong hex for them to prioritize, but it's all good by us. Chaos Magicians might single dig this. I'm not sure. They definitely want to get to this hex. I kind of want the single dig action, although I can just hard dig, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Rip 4 towns. Oh yeah, 4 towns. Yeah. So the theory of this ever being some sort of a town is gone. So it has to be this town, and this town, which also means I kind of need. Well, no, I can always get through these, but I do need some spades here. So we'll see. Chaos did take that via single dig. I'm gonna take my bridge just to get it out of the way. I don't see anything else better to be doing here. I would take a priest on the wheel, but we'll see. That was CM's dig already. Yeah. I almost never start on those 2 hexes and Mermaids when green is in the game. Do we just take coins here? Oh, coins come back to us anyhow. I mean, I could take coins, but I actually don't think I do, Weber. I'm not sure. See, part of the problem is I've set up for so many coins on the cult track this game, and I built so many trading posts that I don't really need coins. I need priests more so, to be honest, because I haven't produced any priests yet. But I like to keep sending them onto the cult tracks because they're coins. But Yeah, I mean, I still think Mermaid's starting spots were correct this game. I think Mermaid's bigger issue is that they double dug this hex, which I think was a little too aggressive. But I guess Mermaids admittedly do have a town here and a town here, and they're going to have a town here. So, I mean, Mermaids are still on the 3-town path, and they can connect. It just requires 5 shipping, though, which is a bit of a pain. Giving up this hex to CM was also maybe wrong. I don't know, whatever. They chose their things, so. Intentionally denying coins action in last 3 rounds, write it down. Yeah, me ignoring a coins action is a bit wild, but I really don't think I'm going to take them. I'm not sure. Maybe I will, but blue is taking this hex. Makes sense. This is now, they do have their towns laid out and they're good. Nomads, Nomads didn't have shipping. They had temp shipping. So all that talk of Nomads getting over here was probably overblown. Nomads did not punish CMs here, so Chaos are probably getting another town this game. I am probably going to fly here. I'm probably going to dig this hex this round. It's probably the thing to do. So maybe I do just take 1,000,000 coins here. This feels like too many coins. Too many coins, people. I mean, maybe it can't be true. I do need 12 coins worth of shipping eventually. I'm going to build 8 coins worth of trading posts next round. I'm eventually going to stick 6 coins worth of stuff into a sanctuary. I probably am going to have to build this stuff expensively. So if all of that is true, then coins probably are pretty good, and the priest is probably unnecessary at this exact stage. Maybe take workers instead? No, I will not take workers. Hate double spading any hexes as mermaids, and you can take the south away from green instead. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely enjoying the south better, but to be honest, if I was allowed over on these hexes, my game's just so much better. So like, meh. Like if I'm just here and over here and stuff as mermaids, I'm also very happy right now, or as witches. So I like where mermaids went. Double digging a single hex is not a big deal at all. I'm going to fly here is basically, I kept saying that, right? I mean, I think that's the only thing to do here. This is the town spot, so. I dig and build this. I don't even need to build this dwelling this round because it doesn't provide me income. So, I mean, I think the plan is I dig and build this, and if I can, I'm going to pass onto the dwelling tile. I mean, I'm guessing my opponents are all about to pass because they're all out of things to do already. They've kind of all had quick rounds, / some of them don't have great economies. I mean, Mermaids does have a good economy and does go for the points tile. So they're doing very good things still this game. It's definitely a bit of an issue for us, but there's 2 copies of Water 1, and everybody's probably going to go for them next round. So our first action next round, I really want to be Temple for Water 1. And then it's probably build an expensive trading post and Temple for Air 1, just so I can put my Sanctuary over here in the final round. It does mean I need this hex pretty badly, but Nomads has no interest in this hex anymore, given that they've already towned here, and they have so many other hexes they could pick for towns and neighbors and single digs, so we'll see. Will I be priest crunched at all for getting 3 ship? I will slightly be priest crunched, but I'm going to make 2 temples next round, so I will produce 2 priests in the final round, and I'm hoping to get some priest towns. So I think I'll be okay, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly, Dragnid. I think that'll work too. And yeah. Oh, hey, wow. Thanks so much for the subscription. I don't necessarily know how to say the name, but L4CHS. I don't know. Anyhow, regardless, thanks much for that. It's always appreciated when you guys are chatting and subscribing and supporting and all that. So it is appreciated and noticed. I'm gonna dig here. And build was the plan. Having 30 coins at the start of next round feels silly. Silly is the answer. I think silly is the correct answer, but that's okay. We have a lot of plans for a lot of them, so. This cult step that I thought I was going to use, I could skip. I don't have a great reason to skip it, so I probably won't. I guess I actually kind of want this spade tile the most, because I still do need to generate a spade of some sort, and I still need 3 spades this game, which aren't that easy to generate. I mean, I guess I don't have to generate this spade. This hex doesn't actually look to be under much threat, and I can just take this one. Nomads is just towning here, but this is only a single ship away from for Nomads now, so there's still some hope that Nomads are going to build here. I mean, they do have Earth 1. They should have reason to build up their economy. I mean, their economy is pretty bad. Only producing 3 workers around is not enough to survive here, but we'll see. Dig ups. Don't know what that's. Don't know what you mean, but. Oh, dig upgrades. That's what you mean. Yes, I do not have the priest for it, so that's correct. The big issue this game was at times to think about dig upgrading. Like, advancing our spades was definitely a plan with all the coins we had, but I kept using my workers for hard digs at points this game, and I never got priest production going. So that is indeed the problem with that theory. Taking a coin off of Earth is very reasonable here, although just going 1 step on fire looks like it could be good, because I'm eventually going to take fire too, but I'd still like to be ahead of mermaids potentially, but just going up Earth also seems fine. Just get the extra coin, keep rolling in the economy. It's a little dangerous not passing here, precisely because I do still anticipate a bit of a rush for Water 1 at the start of next round. But my theory is that mermaids are going to open with a power action of some sort. Although maybe they don't have enough power. They're only going to earn 4 power. They might open the round with Water 1, I guess. I would really like to take Water 1, Air 1 next round, but we'll see. Nomads goes ahead and builds another trading post. That's a really bad trading post in my opinion. Like, their economy is very out of whack now. Producing only 2 workers is really a problem. They have so many dwellings they would like to be building. I don't know how this never got built when they had temp ship. They've built up way too much and done too many bad things. They're like completely out of this game, which is great news. Chaos is kind of in the game. Getting through here has been good for them, but I don't think it's enough. Chaos goes on the ship tile. This is great for us now. We pass. We're right behind the people with points tiles, which should be really good news for us. The spade is absolutely what we want, because that's really all we need anymore. We need spades to finish this game out. So yeah, seems good. Nomads are on life support. They produce less workers than when they start the game. Yeah, exactly. Weber. I mean, nomads have mucked up their economy way too badly. They're completely out of this game. It's just really bad. So if I get Water 1 blocked, I could just take 7 coins again. I could. I won't, to be honest. It is more important now for me to take like things like double dig. Mermaids does just take the coins. Makes a lot of sense. I can easily now just take Water 1. I'll just build a temple for Water 1. And then, again, I'll probably wind up building an expensive trading post. Wow, the workers get taken by Chaos Magicians, which means Nomads doesn't even get the workers. It's actually a real blow to Nomads, hilariously. I do want Water 1. I don't think it matters which of these here it is. Yeah, it does not. So this can be Water 1. We'll still get an Air 1 out this round. I'm going to take small leeches if I'm offered them. This is going to be too much, but maybe I somehow get offered like a 2-for-1 for mermaids or something. Not sure. Nomads just goes to clear out fire. Chaos and Nomads fighting this hard for a cult that doesn't really matter is great news. It's further terribleness. So, who is the new spectator? Randy or Spencer? Oh my god, that's a little concerning and a little alarming. That's a reference to Claybo making a provocative statement last night in the Fire 2 stream, which is fun. So Claybo in disguise. My guess is that that's going to be Claybo, but I don't know. I'm almost confident that account was made in the last minute or so, probably. Yeah, this is very suggestive. Oh wow, but they actually played a game and won. Huh. This is very strange flattery. I'm not quite sure it's even flattery. It's something. All right then. There's a little Fire 2 pressure now because of that. Who is Claybo? All right, so I will answer all of those questions. Was one of those fire... Oh, yeah, there is Fire 2 pressure, huh? Well, that's a shame. Am I comfortable taking Fire 2 this round? Do I need Fire 2? I don't absolutely require Fire 2. It'd be nice to have. I probably can take Fire 2 this round, though, and not have things go too out of the way. It probably means building 3 temples? 3 temples feels a bit excessive, but maybe it's not that big of a deal. Chaos will never get it. Look, see, the thing is, I never trust players if I don't have to. Now, the thing is, do I have to here? That's a bit of a stretch. It doesn't seem likely. Chaos has a water one and an air one available to them, and if they have any sense in the world, that's what they would take. But yeah, and I guess Fire 2 does them nothing on the cults. It's purely just to block me, but it does make my life harder. But, meh. Okay, the bigger question is, are nomads coming here? Answer, no. Are mermaids coming here? Answer, probably not. So we just suck it up and build our expensive trading post? Or, oh, we could do our free flight, huh? Our free dwelling just goes here this round, right? Well, I guess we have the spade, too. Awkward. I really want this hex, but I kind of don't want to make it yellow, or I wouldn't make it yellow. I'd make it gray, and then I would need to single dig it or something. I'll fly first. That's fine. Flying is fine, and we'll delay. I don't think I need Fire 2 requires 5 digs, though. Yeah, see, that part seems a problem. You're assuming Chaos will do wise things. Exactly. See, it's tough to accept that. Clay is a hilarious player from America, and the F2O, also now one of the top-rated players in BGA, both. Yeah, so Claybo is a very high-rated player, and he's quite a character. The Fire 2 Open happened last night, and it has casters that like comment on the game. Claybo was commenting on my game, and he said some things. Shouldn't we secure A7 before we decide where our sanctuary is going? Yes, we should, but even if you're going to expensive trading post, D3 is the wrong spot for it. Yes, I would agree with that. D3 is the wrong spot for it. Yes, correct, Weber. The expensive trading post like always goes here. Sorry, I was hovered over the wrong one. The expensive trading post goes here because these actually have a chance of maybe having a nomadic neighbor late for cheap trading posts. So yeah, this is where the expensive TP would go. We're going to see if we get Fire 2 blocked, everybody. But I mean, it should be Water 1, Air 1. But again, Chaos doing reasonable things is not assured. Although Chaos In Chaos's defense, Chaos Magicians haven't done that many super wacky things. Nomads, I trust nothing at all. They do things that make no sense. Chaos has been kind of on track, and they do go water 1, air 1. So the thing is, I still don't have enough to just double dig. Oh, I can't even build this hex. So, you know, I still don't think there's any chance Nomads takes this. Nomads are clearly setting up a town over here. Nomads just has no resources. It's fine. We build an expensive trading post over here. We have 1,000,000 coins for reasons. Claybo is actually number 1 in arena right now. Correct. Claybo is number 1 in arena. He has been playing very well. Nomads does just transform this hex, which is kind of what we assumed would happen. Nobody's really been fighting air, which is actually super cool. Like, there's just open priest spots here. Not that we have extra priests this game still, although could I take another priest power action yet? I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm not going to take one yet. I will tell you that. I mean, I'm going to temple for air 1. And then I do have enough workers. I could actually just hard dig with this to secure this hex. And then next round, I just like hard dig again or something, maybe. Although I don't super want to keep hard digging. I should really use some power spades, but I have enough to hard dig one more time here and not care too badly. Which actually I could just take this right now. But I guess I just take air 1. I really want to do that as well. I need to actually be ready to pass pretty soon, don't I? Because Chaos and Mermaids are kind of getting there. I actually might need to be able to delay longer this round. I don't super have actions to keep burning. So maybe I do want the Priest. But I guess there's no way Nomads or Chaos are taking the Priest. I'm very safe on just getting the Priest here, so I will temple for air 1. So the good news is at the end of this round, we'll be at 46 points, which is not a lot, but we still have 9 points of shipping, brings us up to 55. 85 plus the towns that we take, we're already at like 110. So that part's good news. Plus another pass next round is like 114. Yeah, we already have like 120 points locked up. So that part feels great. Our network is going to be at least second, probably first. I think we have a stronger economy than Mermaids even. I mean, we have pretty equivalent resources right now. Mermaids have to also get to 5 ship in order to connect. So Chaos is building another set of temples. So this is where Fire 2 could disappear. They're taking air from us though instead, which is a very welcome decision. You're not worried about Nomad's network? I am not. Any Fire 2 fear? Hell yeah. There's a lot of Fire 2 fear. The only reason that I'm not completely, like, entirely fearful is the fact that I can take this hex, and I can at least eke out 2 towns, and I might be able to make this town yet by getting some digs in a crazy world. But there's definite fear. I think I am going to just hard dig and take this hex. But given both Chaos and Mermaids look to have a decent number of moves if they want to, I think I am supposed to actually take another Priest power action here just so that I can send it to air or something to keep the lane. I do think Chaos are going to just try to win air cult here by sending 2 priests to air, and that's fine. But I could send another priest to air just for a delay action, which I think I'm going to need. Yeah, I think I do need this. Looking at next round, using another hard dig here is a little rough actually in terms of my total worker count, but it's gonna be okay. But it's not actually ideal. But yeah, now we're just waiting for Mermaids or Chaos to pass. Either of their pass tiles would be really nice. So I think the play, now that Nomads are out of the round, is I can just dig this. I could just dig this to gray Because if I just dig it to gray, there's nothing that's going to happen. And then I can hard dig and build it in a sec. Chaos Magicians, I think, clearly has another move left. They just advanced shipping. They're probably actually advancing shipping again, so they're not even going to send a priest to air. I definitely need to use this spade, so the question is, do I just turn this gray? I mean, risking getting blocked here is rough, but I definitely don't want to go too fast here either. So I think turning it gray and then building on it next action is a totally fine outcome. So change the transformation, make it gray. There's no way Mermaids messes with it. It's just not worth it for them to do so. Yeah, it's fine. And then my next action will be to hard dig and build it. It's going to be a little sad, but it's going to be okay. Next round could be Fire 2. That'll form one town. I'll have to build a trading post just to free up the... dwelling. And then I have a free dwelling. And then I probably can end the game with just 2 structures on my board. I think that beats Mermaids pretty easily. Mermaids have to build a sanctuary, and they'll have 2 temples and a stronghold left on their board almost certainly this game. I don't think there's any way they clear all that off, so we'll see. Yeah, exactly, George. You've got it figured out. Fire 2 is a concern, and it's just on the side. I can't do anything about it, really. So, Mermaids goes ahead and builds another temple. So I wasn't actually expecting that out of them. Mermaids does have a good number of coins from the track, though, as well. So I guess they can survive like this. Probably an Air 1 as well for them. But I'm curious what it actually is going to be. I also didn't notice the fact that somehow I have the income display on for myself, and I haven't entirely hated it, so that's something. Normally I rail against that thing with a passion, but he goes water 2? What the hell is he doing water 2 instead of air 1? But whatever, we welcome mistakes from our opponents all the time. That's a Maniac water 2. Completely agreed. The only reason it's water 2, actually, the more I pay attention, is because I think he's trying really hard to outstall. But it's so obvious that I'm going to pass for Chaos Magician's Town. He's still going to just be screwed. Like, I think the only argument for water 2, though, is to stall even further. But that's not going to work. So I do dig and build this hex here. I still don't love that I'm hard digging, actually, because I am getting a little low on workers. I kind of actually do need a single dig action next round, or I might have to take a worker town or something in there, but we'll see. I certainly have the resources to make it work out somehow. So what does Mermaids know that we don't? That has to be a stall move. I mean, I think Mermaids is just making a mistake. I think it's as simple as that. I think Mermaids really wants the ship tile because they're planning to get to 5 ship by the end of the game in order to connect. And there's just no way I let them have it. Oh, Mermaids aren't going Sanctuary. That's cool. That does make sense, but they think they're getting it. Yeah, I mean, he has to think he's getting it. He's not. I'm definitely going to pass, but Chaos have a bridge and a cult step. I mean, Chaos don't have a bridge anymore. Oh, Chaos, actually, I'm not even guaranteed to stall out Chaos, am I? Huh, that's awkward. Chaos could just single dig now. Although Mermaids have to pass, right? So Chaos probably passes for Mermaids tile. Meh, we'll see what happens in the world, but I'm definitely stalling. He plays Mermaids, so Coin Up Water is reasonable. Yeah, that's what you meant. Okay. Should we have declined build on A7? No, Mermaids have the water 2 action. Oh, and he is saying, well, I gave it my best here. But yeah, interesting. Mermaids could stall, and then Chaos could purposely take this single dig. That would force us to pass, but then Mermaids still pass. Yeah, that's actually going to be annoying. Huh. Do you plan to win air, or why not just advance ship? I mean, I'm greedy and taking more coins, and maybe I do win air. I mean, Chaos haven't exactly put any effort into it. But yeah, advancing ship there would have been very reasonable. I don't really need these 2 more coins, I guess. Meh. I do things. Sometimes I don't always think through everything I do all that closely, which is probably a mistake, but I don't think mermaids had the resources to take it. Yeah, Weber, you're probably right. I could have made this round last even 1 step longer for me. I don't think I really calculated out my opponent's moves well enough. I forgot that Chaos also had a Water 2 action, I think, is part of the problem. I also didn't expect Chaos to get more power because of that, so that's thrown a wrench in some plans, but oh well. He should single dig to get dwellings bonus tile. Yeah, I agree. Chaos should single dig probably in order to get a pass tile that he's otherwise not going to get. And then we're going to get blocked, which sucks. Mermaids get blocked too is the good news. So it's probably okay still. But us not getting a pass tile is it's a bummer. Although I get another priest, right? I get to pass for a priest then? That's fine. I need priests. We'll see. Buy something for coins and delay? I don't know. I mean, with 15 coins, it feels like I should be able to buy some sort of delay, right? Like, can I just throw away 5 of them to not take an action? But don't we need the priest to get to 3 ship? Yeah, gosh, you guys are also worried about that. A lot of you are much more worriers than I. We're gonna be fine. There's priest towns, there's ship towns. It'll work out. See, we get the ship tile because Chaos is nice to us for no clear reason whatsoever. But look, I've been complaining about not getting breaks lately in games. I will chalk this up into the pure luck column. But I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, there's really no thought here. That's 100% the tile I take. Now, do we need a priest town pretty bad or a ship town? Yes. Are we going to get completely blocked on those? No. That's going to work out just fine. Chaos might think that they want to pass here just to get the bridge, just for their town, which isn't actually an entirely crazy thought for them either, but we'll see. As Loga says all the time, it's fine. But yeah. We are going to get a priest town or a ship town. There's no way we don't. Correct. That's exactly why I just am not worried about it. I think you just really don't want mermaids to get the ship tile. It's nice for you no matter the world. I completely agree, Gray. The big issue is I needed mermaids not to get it. Mermaids getting the ship tile probably was game winning for them. Because they do still have... Oh, actually, mermaids formed a town prematurely. I missed that. That's actually pretty big, too. But yeah. We could also take another priest power action. Exactly. I've only taken... Have I taken 4 priest power actions this game already? That's a bit of a mistake. Hey, Chris Ho. So our 4th town dreams died when this hex went away, but 4 towns was always kind of stupid here, so... 20 minutes later. Oh, well, I guess we're not connecting. That's a bummer. No, super. That's not... Oh, my gosh. You guys worry about this. We're going to connect, for heaven's sakes. Yes, I am short a priest at the exact moment in time, but it's going to work out. Ooh, Nomads takes the bridge. Chaos doesn't even get the bridge. Fun. My first move is Fire 2, just in case Chaos are still eyeing it up in order to make their town, because us getting Fire 2 blocked is kind of the end of the world somewhat, but why do people think we're not connecting? So, Chris Ho, the issue is merely that people are pointing out that I only have 2 priests and I need another priest to advance ship, and they're worried about where that comes from. I'm just sitting back here like, meh, it's going to work itself out. But some of them were thinking I needed to pass for priest or worry about priest power actions. But I'm just going to take a priest town if I can. Otherwise, there's always ship towns. It's going to work out. Nomads have 7 workers and can take a worker town. They do. I don't think that. Just trying to keep this. Yeah, no, it's all good. We're all good. I'm blowing up the priest power action a little bit too. Might as well take the 5th priest power action. So the truth is I actually really want single dig this round. Probably for this hex, because so I'm not even going to take the priest action. I'm going to Fire 2 is the most important thing. If Chaos Fire 2 is right here, it's a little ugly. There's 5 ways to get priests, guys. Relax. Yeah, there are infinite 5 power priests in the game. Yeah, see, so all of this is true too. So I agree. Ultimately, it's going to work out, and I think we've now made it a much bigger deal than anyone in the chat was making it out to be. I was just overblowing a response when somebody asked me about how badly we needed a priest, and and now it's exploded into a much bigger thing than it needed to be, probably. But that's okay. Power action, 5 power, priest town, and ship town. What's the 5th way? So I mean, is the power town really a priest town? Yeah, I mean. Thanks, George Shortwell. Thanks. Chaos goes ahead and builds a dwelling over here. Hey guys, we have a neighbor. Oh my god, we have a neighbor. It's a miracle. We don't even have to build an expensive trading post. Not that I don't have enough coins. Although, do I have enough coins? I haven't done the math. Math is not what we do around here. So I convert a power to a coin just so I can take some free leech in the future. Oh, the single dig is gone though. Meh. Again, we'll make it work. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take that fire too, because not getting fire two would be sad. I will take the priest town, everybody, so that we can calm ourselves. We'll make sure to lock that sucker up. This is one of those classic we entered this round with 46 points, and we're going to end this round at like 130. It's going to be great. Send a priest to the cult. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to, but this is the most stressful stream on Twitch. Yeah, sorry, Weber. My gameplay is high anxiety inducing for you. Math is not what we do around here. Yeah, so... the neighbor being Chaos is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I did not expect Chaos Magicians to be our neighbor. Do I accept this? I don't know what I get out of it. I probably don't then, right? I just eventually want like a double dig, but I can't even currently fly. So yeah, I'm going to turn this down for the moment. Yeah, I am really tempted to want to send the priest to air just to lock it out, but the next move has to be to trading post. And then the safe play is probably to take a worker town at that point, actually, just so that I have an option for digging if I don't get double dig, or if I don't get a worker, or maybe I just take a worker's action now, huh? Is that the safest play? Because if I make a trading post, then I only have 2 workers left. If I take a worker's action, that means I can hard dig. It still means I kind of want one more worker, because I really want to build another trading post. I don't think I need to go to 15 network this game, but is that a possible... Do I need to worry about being able to build this dwelling? So then maybe I need a worker's power action and a worker town. Maybe that is the safest way to go about this. Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 workers required to build all of our stuff, plus our free dwelling. So 5 workers, and then the dig would be 8 workers. So yeah, if I just take a worker's power action and a worker's town, I'm okay. In order to do some math, I need 12 coins for ship advance. That leaves me 10 coins. The only thing I need coins for now are 6 coins worth of trading posts and the 2 coin dwelling. So I do have just enough coins to achieve our game. So yeah, looks like a worker town now. Yeah, I think so. You have to accept. I don't have to accept at all. Act 4. Yeah. What? Like, I don't have time for this act. I can't do that. What is this stream even? I don't know. Well, I'm going to be talking us to do a power town? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not taking a power town. I don't need the last dwelling. 8 victory point for power and double dig. So look, all these are options. See, my big concern is I don't like to play risky at the end of the game, right? Oh god, I really want to send this priest off so badly. It's such the wrong move, but I so want to do it. It's the wrong move. I won't do it. It feels right. It feels right. I guess I could take an 8 victory point town, but Chaos is still just going to close me out, so whatever. I guess it does help me maybe other places. See, the thing is, what if I don't get double... Oh, wait. none of my opponents can take double dig. Okay, so that whole risking it thing, I did not think about the fact that literally none of my opponents can actually take the double dig action on us. That makes things significantly different. Yeah, let's go for the no risk line that involves just hilariously taking a double dig, because we can. Whenever we want. I'm going to earn 3 power. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I will take a cult town here. Flying up on the points. Feels good. Feels good. We'll save this power. I'll double dig. Mermaids. If I just build one more thing, I'm at 3 things. Mermaids have only 4 structures on their board. So that is a little concerning to me because they have a free hex. So I do need to be able to build the last dwelling, as much as Gray is arguing I don't. But I believe this is a no math, no pre-stream. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do it, the temptation. Do it and do the math later. It'll work out. So it often will, but the no Act 4 stream. No, I took an Act 4. I might be missing something, but why do we want the double dig action? We don't need a second hex, do we? No, we just need a hex. So, I mean, admittedly, I don't need the double dig action. I could still just take workers, but, like, I have to dig. So in some fashion, this town requires a dig. A double dig may as well be fine. No, you just miscounted. I can ignore you. Okay, that's fair. Usually your advice is so spot on, but we need to dig something for South Town. Not enough workers for hard digging. Act 5 is gone. Exactly. So I need double dig just to guarantee the town. So that's all. And I will now I will dig this hex, and then even if one of them gets messed with, my town can be formed with either, and then I can just fly. Or I could just, I guess, build the dwelling here, and take a worker town. I guess, yeah, given what towns are left, taking the worker town just so I could build the other trading post to get the other dwelling down is all good anyhow. Yeah. Yeah, I may as well build the dwelling, and then I can always use my carpet flight. So, but given that I'm building right now, I can just take this hex, and so then is there any hex that messes with my opponent? And this is the hex that messes the most with mermaids, but I guess just turning this brown probably makes the most other sense, because this is the most likely spots mermaid would just hard dig otherwise. I don't know if it actually matters. Nah, I'll just make another green hex to be safe in case other things happen. Take a good old worker town. Up to 103. That feels pretty good. Mermaids are at 112. Mermaids doesn't have a lot of oomph left. Oh, I missed that they have a dwelling. When did that come from? Ooh, mermaids are going for network still, though. But yeah, I don't think they can actually contest us, right? Even if they build a trading post and another dwelling, they're at 3 structures, but we'll get down to 2. So yeah. The fact that we're winning networks feels pretty good. Mermaids have slightly better cults than us, but our cults aren't too bad. And then we're going to pass for 13. We still have another 12 coming in. So we're at 115 plus pass. We're at 128. And then we have network and some cults. Feels like a pretty good game. Probably is winning, but we'll see. Nomads are dead inside. No more tears. Yeah, why would I not take the one that gives free power? Oh, yeah, nomads are building here. So I should have built the one that gave free power. You're correct. I mean, that's just a sloppy error. I wasn't really thinking about it as the answer. I just kind of did it. Actually, I probably didn't build this because it gave chaos power, so I was probably trying to avoid feeding chaos any resources that might help them. Is probably, I don't know. The real answer is I did not think about it. I just did, and then later I've come to look. Here I need to build a trading post somewhere. This is just a free power for chaos, but that's probably the least intrusive thing I can do. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get our trading post out, and then I can do my free dwelling, and then I can build or advance ship 3 times to finish the game out. This game has worked out pretty well. This has been pretty nice, pretty smooth. We've had a couple like maybe questionable little ugliness, but it's been fun to just feel like we've had 1 million coins all game and just not have to worry about coins. We did some good stuff. It's been fun to not build a temple until round 5, but still get a lot of priests on the cults. That I don't know the last time I've taken so many priest power actions with a non-Darklings faction, but that was good. So yeah, I don't know. It's been an interesting game. I know that it's me playing witches on stream again, so there's that. But again, I take witches when I feel I get a good price on them, and it looks like this was a good enough price to probably win. I mean, mermaids are still slightly in this, I feel like, but I guess we just have to be ahead of them. And then chaos magicians, I feel like we probably have to be ahead of too. Yeah, never mind. We should win this game by a pretty decent margin, I think. This is a free power to chaos. This is a free power to nomads. This maybe gives me a power back though, because nomads are presumably going to build through here to try to make their other town. So yeah, this might pay back, and well, it might not pay back. I'm thinking about it too long. I'll just go here. I love how the resources work out perfectly for green. I'm so jealous. I mean, you know, a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill. Yeah, mermaids are building another dwelling, which takes them to 115. Advanced ship brings them to 120. They have no pass points. They have second on network, 132, 140, 141. They're at about 141. We're at 115, 119, 128. Win network is 138, 146, 150, 154, 155 roughly. Yeah, so we've won this game by a pretty good margin, but the resources worked out perfectly, almost like I planned it. Yes. I mean, so the thing is, this is often why I don't really do the math. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think I've just played enough games that I have a pretty intuitive sense of when I have enough and when I need to actually do math. This was a pretty clear scenario to me where, like, I just had enough to build my towns, and then as it got a little closer, I could do the rough math to figure out what towns I needed. But when you're building three towns in a town round, you have so much flexibility usually on what they are that you can make up the gaps you need in order to actually build whatever you need to get done. Here it turned out that, you know, we needed a power town in order to get a dig action, and that by power town I mean an 8 victory point town to get a little cult power. And then it turned out we needed a worker town. If it had turned out we needed a ship town, we could take a ship town. We had a decent bit of power to start the round, which is a very fungible resource, and so usually you can make things like work out nearly perfectly. I feel like most of the time in most of my games, I'm like, oh, it looks like my resources worked out almost perfectly, but that's because you planned the path that like does lead you to like maximizing your resources. But admittedly, there are some games where it gets real ugly, but for the most part, it works out. Also, for the most part, it works out when you play really high econ games, right? So one of the reasons I enjoy playing such high econ games is because you never find yourself in the position of, oh, I don't get to complete my game plan. My game plan this time was I want to make 3 towns and connect, which is going to require shipping. It's going to require quite a few digs. And so we played very high econ during the opener. We really focused on leveraging all these late coin events, partly because they were going to help pay for our shipping. That's exactly what's happened. So part of the reason I like playing such high econ games is because, in my opinion, they're much more robust. I'm not so reliant on pass tiles. I'm not so reliant on key power actions. It leaves you very flexible to being able to just get whatever you want to do. There's always options usually for how to make points. And so for all those reasons, it's actually part of why I like to do this too. It's not to say that playing other game styles is wrong, but I think it leaves you in a much narrower position, and it's much more prone to getting blocked or punished or not working out correctly, and then that leads to more losses. But hard to say. Anyhow, maybe we should send a priest to fire. Whoa, maybe, but that's part of mastering a game. You end up finding yourself with what you need. Yes, I agree, Chris. Like, you find that once you start kind of mastering this or other games, you find yourself in a position where you often just like have what you need more than you'd think or know, and it's a little bit because you just are subconsciously like building up towards it, and so not like I think we've already got a little too far into the meme levels of this last priest, but I do think, you know, it's a reasonable question to ask from some more mediocre players about, like, where is our priest coming from? But to me, that priest was obviously just never a concern. I'm like, I'm entering this round with 2 priests, and there's a lot of ways for me to make up that other priest shortage. My bigger issues this round were much more so potentially getting Fire 2 blocked. It was potentially finding the spades for the town. Those were always the bigger concerns. If we got Fire 2 blocked, our ending here looks much messier, actually. I'm not sure that we get 3 towns if that happens. Maybe we do, though, actually. I might have been able to still get 3 towns. Because it would have looked like I would have dug and built this hex, and then I could have put a trading post here. Yeah, maybe not, though. I don't know. It would have been really ugly. But regardless, we get our ship advances out of the way. And we'll be done here in a sec. Chaos have had a pretty nice game, but they're getting 3rd on network. They didn't have that crushing of a cult game. I mean, they have 1st, 2nd, and a shared 2nd, so that's pretty good. But with no pass points here, they do have Air 1, so no pass points is a bit of a stretch. But they're going to be pretty far behind, actually. We have 1 resource point left. That's fun, too. But we pass. We're done with things. We've connected. We're at 15 structures. All that feels great. Should be a nice win here, at least. Back on the winning line is really all I was hoping for and looking for here. Thanks, as always, for all the chat and the talk here. It's been fun. This has been... Oh, no, this hasn't really been a quicker stream. It's because I had to restart. I'm like, why does it feel like it wasn't that long? But Fire 2 block was definitely the main concern, but once the bridge was taken from CM, it was not a concern anymore. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, again, I just never trust players. Sometimes people take Fire 2 just to block you. So... But yeah. Getting to 128 after entering the round at like 46 or whatever, again, always feels fun. It's part of, it is, I don't know. There's a part of me that just loves playing witches in these late town games because, yeah, you just, like, you can get so few points during the rest of the game and you can just do almost all of your scoring right in the final round. You can make all that high econ really pay off with just tons of points, which is good fun. But yeah, well played. No temple until round 5 game though. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it is fun to delay temples that long too. It's a very different and kind of awkward thing, but it's fun to do different styles here and there, especially with the track and stuff and the game allows for it. I think it was really good of us to get that stronghold out in round 2, and I think if we built a temple in round 1, I'm not totally sure we get to. Stockpiling coins with all of our early power leech was great use of our time. Using all the priest power actions early to get all this cult economy was really good. We got a spade and so many coins for all of our cult economy. And then we also turned those into a little bit of points. Admittedly, our cult points turned out pretty bad because, I mean, our opponents pushed up past us pretty hard. But that's okay. It's classic me not really closing out cults and focusing on other points, but it's usually because I think people do put too much effort into cults and not enough into other stuff. So the other stuff this game won once again. So we'll look at the breakdown here because I'm a little curious about exactly what my power action usages were and how much leech I got, because it feels like I got a lot of leech this game, which is another reason that things went so smoothly because we really got propelled along. Back up to 11th. We're riding that seesaw well here. So we took a bridge. We did take 4 priest power actions. Good times. That's how you survive no temple. You just take all the priests. We did get 2 coins actions and we got 2 double digs. It's a pretty efficient power breakdown, actually. I mean, priest power actions aren't super efficient, but they're pretty efficient. Actually, they're pretty efficient in any game where you have cult coins coming for them late in the game, because every priest I took was essentially just converting power into coins, because I would convert 3 power into a priest. That priest eventually gave 2 coins. The priest tends to give power back right away, and some of the priests gave multiple rewards. Most of the priests were really like 4 coin priests or a spade in coins. So these actually were quite efficient power actions this game, and it was probably a mistake for my opponents to keep ignoring and sending priests to the cults as early as they could have been. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Everybody converted almost the same number of coins this game, actually, which is intriguing. But I think we got our coins by far the most efficiently between coins actions and priests and just getting them via income. But yeah, that was fun. Power is the other thing I'm interested in. We did get a lot of power, although there was actually a decent bit of power just everywhere this game. We hit the rounds very well, like super well. 42 is a great round score. Still got 16 off of our favorite tiles. That's pretty good for taking them so late. And then we did we got 2 bonus cards. We built some high victory point towns. We won network. Obviously hit our own faction ability pretty well. So made a lot of points. Mermaids did almost score as much as we did, but the opening bids obviously were the difference here then. A lot of leech for both Mermaids and I. Definitely was worth it here, though. So it's good times. Looks like that pass tile really was the difference in the end. Yeah, actually, I mean, that's true. If I don't get 9-point pass tile, and if Mermaids got it, I mean, they easily win. It does look like I still win if I don't get that pass tile. But yeah, I mean, it's... I guess Mermaids not getting a pass tile at all was pretty big. So yeah, that delay was important. The thing is, I wonder how much Mermaids hurt themselves by trying so desperately to get that, though, because I mean, they formed the town early. They took water 2 instead of air 1. Like, if they just don't form an early town and they just take air 1, you know, air 1 is another 6 victory points for them or 5 victory points for them, and then if they delay the town, that's another 5 victory points for them, and suddenly they're very competitive again if they just don't mess around. So not sure. The first priest to earth you were allowed to do is insane value for 3 power. Yeah, that's a really strong point too, Sig. Getting the 3 spot on earth was just dumb value. There's no good reason I was allowed to take a priest in round 2 and send the first priest off to earth, but oh well. Anyhow, yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for talking and supporting and all that. I am not going to be streaming Terra Mystica for a little while again now. By a little, I mean the next couple days. I have a kind of silly Agricola event I was putting on that's happening this weekend. It's called Dime a Dozen, and the goal is just to play 12 games of Agricola this weekend. So I will be playing 12 games of Agricola and streaming a decent number of them. For every other person that also plays 12 games this weekend, I'm donating $10 to a charity. I have some stuff listed on the Play Agricola forums. So if you care about Agricola, hopefully you can check out some of the streams and just kind of poke your head around this weekend. And if you're interested, you can join me and try to get 12 games in. There's really no rules on what those games need to be beyond they need to be with other players. I primarily will be playing on Play Agricola, but you're welcome to play in real life or on Tabletop Sim or any of that stuff. So check that stuff out potentially too. Otherwise, I am sure I'll be back to doing some arena grinds and maybe some other stuff too going forward. We'll see. And then what else? Oh, and then the other big thing is the next Fire 2 tournament game is Saturday, and I'm casting that with Deep Finesse. So again, if you're sick of if you're not getting enough of my voice talking to you about Terra Mystica, I'll say even more things about Terra Mystica on Saturday. We'll see how many of them are right and wrong and all that, but that should be a good time too. So, otherwise, I do have to just say one more time, thanks everybody who's been subbing, or just even everybody who's following and everybody who's watching. It looks like we're like over 40 viewers again right now, which is kind of insane. I did not expect to necessarily ever quite have this much people. I kind of thought I would just be streaming into a void. So yeah, it's been a fun time. So more TM. We'll get back to more Terra Mystica. Honestly, I kind of, depending on how this weekend's event goes, I think I kind of want to organize one for Terra Mystica as well, where I just try to get like a community event where we all kind of try to just play like a ton of Terra Mystica for a weekend. One of the things I really miss during these pandemic times is I used to go to gaming conventions fairly frequently, and I would just spend entire weekends playing games, and I really miss that. So I really want to I kind of want to replicate that feeling of like having a gaming convention and a bit of a community going on for a weekend of like we're just gathering to play a ton of games, and I don't really get that, and it's not going to be quite the same. But yeah, we'll see how this weekend of Agricola goes and how many people join me in my quest, and maybe we can organize one for the Terra Mystica community in a couple weekends from now and see how many people will join and whatever else. But we'll see. Anyhow, yeah, hey, that's cool, Chris. So yeah, so thanks, and yeah, I will finally wrap this up after saying all that stuff. Uh, thanks all for watching, and I will see you all around later.